Today is the day. Today is the UEFA Champions League final. It's Juventus versus Real Madrid. We'll find out who are the kings of Europe. On one side, we got Real Madrid. We've got Ronaldo, Sergio Ramos, Marcelo. On the other side, we've got Juventus. We've got Buffon, Dybala, Bonucci. Both teams won their league titles throughout this season. It's really the best team in Spain facing the best team in Italy this season, and who is going to go ahead and win the Champions League final. But let's take a look at the previous Champions League finals. Let's take a look at the 10 best Champions League finals ever. I want you all to go over on Twitter. Go ahead and follow me on Twitter because I will be live tweeting throughout the game. If you do go on to enjoy today's video, just go ahead and click that like button. Subscribe if you are new to the channel. Make sure also click that bell so you can be a part of the notification squad. Also, let me know down below, who do you think is going to win, Real Madrid or Juventus? Number 10. 2006 Barcelona versus Arsenal. Barcelona did defeat Arsenal 2-1 in the 2006 UEFA Champions League. Arsenal goalkeeper Jens Lehmann was sent off for fouling Samuel Eto'o in the 18th minute, and the undermanned Gunners somehow found the lead 1-0 from Sol Campbell's header before half time. It looked all good for Arsene Wenger's men. It looked like Arsenal were going to go ahead and lift up the Champions League trophy, but in the 76th minute, just before the game did end, not long to go, Samuel Eto'o picked up a goal and Giuliano Belletti did pick up a goal 4 minutes later in the 80th minute, and that was enough for Barcelona to defeat Arsenal 2-1 in the Champions League final. Number 9, 2014 Real Madrid defeat Atletico Madrid 4-1. This was a recent one. It was Real Madrid versus Atletico Madrid, both Madrid sides coming up against each other, and you're probably wondering, how is this game part of the 10 best Champions League finals? You look at the scoreline 4-1, but it was a very entertaining game. It was real close at the beginning and middle stages of the game. Diego Godin did give Atletico Madrid the 1-0 lead in the first half by getting a header just into the back of the net, and then in the 93rd minute, as this game was looking like it was going to end in a 1-0 win to Atletico Madrid, they did have Diego Costa come off during the beginning of the game. He was injured. He did also start the game, but then he did come off. But in the 93rd minute, just when it looked like Atletico were going to hold on and beat Real Madrid, Sergio Ramos hammered in a header off Luka Modric's corner, and from there Real Madrid just went from strength to strength, and in extra time Real Madrid picked up 3 goals, first of which was a Gareth Bale header off a deflection in the 110th minute, and from there Real Madrid dominated Atletico Madrid during extra time to run out Champions League winners. Number 8. 2002 Real Madrid defeat Bayer Leverkusen 2-1. Real Madrid and Bayer Leverkusen, if this was the Champions League final today, we'll have a different story. We'll have Real Madrid run all over Bayer Leverkusen, but this one back in 2002 was a really tightly contested game. The score was tied 1-1 in the 45th minute, and Roberto Carlos lofted a pass towards Zinedine Zidane, who from just outside the box swung his leg horizontally through the ball, which flew into the top corner of the net. It's actually gone down as one of the most iconic goals in Champions League history, and the eye-popping volley was enough for Real Madrid to defeat Bayer Leverkusen in the Champions League final in 2002. And talking about Zinedine Zidane, he'll be taking charge of Real Madrid in today's Champions League final, and will he go ahead and win another UEFA Champions League trophy? Number 7, 1997 Dortmund defeat Juventus 3-1. It's another Champions League final, and yet again Zinedine Zidane is in the middle of the Champions League final. Borussia Dortmund defeat Juventus 3-1 in the 1997 Champions League final in Munich. Juventus were the overwhelming favourites, but Dortmund however had other plans to destroy the party of Juventus, and the German side jumped all over Juventus early. They did pick up 2 goals in the first half. With Juventus being 2-0 down, they did pull one back in the 65th minute from Alessandro Del Piero's back heel, which was a pretty good back heel, but only 6 minutes later the upset was sealed and Dortmund went on to win their first Champions League title, defeating Italian giants Juventus. Number 6, 2012 Chelsea defeat Bayern Munich 4-3 on penalties. In front of 60,000 fans, Chelsea went on to defeat Bayern Munich in their backyard 4-3 on penalties after the game did end 1-1 after the 90 minutes. During extra time, no team did pick up a goal, so it went to penalties. Chelsea won 4-3. Chelsea, who were really just trying to stay in the game, and they were unable to find the back of the net when Thomas Muller headed home to bring excitement to the Bayern fans as they were playing at home. As soon as the match looked like it was over, it was the Chelsea legend Didier Drogba powered home a header in the 88th minute to send the game into extra time. During extra time, no team could pick up a goal. Ian Robben missed a penalty, resulting in that the game did get pushed into penalty shootouts, and it was the man Didier Drogba who did strike home the winning penalty to send the Chelsea fans into a craze. This gave Chelsea their first ever Champions League win, while for Bayern Munich, it was yet again another fall in a Champions League final, and it was also Didier Drogba's last match for Chelsea, and the striker was given a hero's reception for his efforts. Number 5, 2008, Manchester United defeat Chelsea 6-5 on penalties. In my opinion, this is one of my favourite Champions League finals ever. It was Manchester United versus Chelsea 2008, and United edged Chelsea in the penalty shootout to lift up the UEFA Champions League trophy. Cristiano Ronaldo gave United the lead in the 26th minute, but was later out cancelled from Frank Lampard just before the halftime whistle. Even though Didier Drogba helped Chelsea win in the 2012 final, he could not help his side as he was actually red carded in the Champions League final for slapping Nemanja Vidic, so the match headed into a draw and it headed into the penalty shootout. Ronaldo missed from the spot, which meant Chelsea had one swing of the boat away from glory. Chelsea captain John Terry missed his penalty by slipping, and it led United to put the ball into the back of the net and win. Number 4, 2011, Barcelona defeat Manchester United 3-1. Both teams headed into this final winning it 3 previous times. United in 1968, 1999 and 2008, and Barcelona in 1992, 2006 and 2009. And Barcelona dominated the match, winning 3-1 from goals from Pedro, Lionel Messi and David Villa, securing their 4th Champions League title. United did peg one back just before halftime, but the game did end in a 3-1 loss, and it was a very good win for Barcelona. Number 3, 1960, Real Madrid defeat Frankfurt 7-3. So 1960, I wasn't around for the final, you weren't around for the final, and in this list I've tried to keep out the older sort of games because obviously we weren't there to watch it live, but in 2007, this was actually named the 3rd greatest soccer match of all time. So that's why I did add it to the list. There was a crowd of more than 120,000 watched this game as Real Madrid defeated Frankfurt 7-3 in a goals galore Champions League final. Definitely something that you want to see as a fan, a Champions League final going goals galore. It was a spectacular show for Real Madrid, and they did win their 5th straight European Cup. Number 2, 1999, Manchester United defeat Bayern Munich 2-1. Bayern Munich were leading this game 1-0 towards the end of the 1999 UEFA Champions League final. United were in deep trouble. But a minute into injury time is when this game did change. David Beckham sent in a corner which fell towards Ryan Giggs, whose shot dribbled seemingly harmlessly towards the net. But before it was cleared away, Teddy Sheringham pounced on the ball and scored from close range. But 2 minutes later, United found the goal, and in the space of injury time, United went ahead and won the Champions League final, defeating Bayern Munich 2-1. And 2 major things came from that game. United actually clinched the treble for the season, and Bayern Munich players were left stunned, gutted, and afterwards, some collapsed on the pitch as they were so close to winning the Champions League final. And number 1, 2005, Liverpool defeat AC Milan 3-2 on penalties. This game had it all. Goals, a historic comeback, questionable officiating, and after Milan took a 3-0 first half lead, it could have been 4-0 if Shevchenko wasn't ruled to be offside when he appeared to not have been offside in the 29th minute. In the second half, Liverpool poured 3 goals during a 6-minute stretch early in the second half. In the 60th minute, Xabi Alonso scored the equaliser off his own saved penalty shot. After the 120 minutes, the game did end 3-3, and just that was a miracle. Somehow Liverpool did come back, but would you have thought in that game that Liverpool will go on to win the penalty shootout, defeat AC Milan, who had an incredible team at the time, 3-2 on penalties, and it was an unbelievable achievement. It will go down as the best UEFA Champions League final that I've ever seen, and possibly that you have ever seen. And also Diego Maradona did talk about that game, and he even quoted, even the Brazil team that won the 1970 World Cup could not have staged a comeback with Milan leading 3-0. And that is the 10 best Champions League finals ever. If you did enjoy this video, give it a like, subscribe if you are new to the channel, follow me on Twitter for updates throughout the game today. Who do you think is going to win, Juventus or Real Madrid? Let me know down below in the comments, and I'll see you all tomorrow for another video.